you guys. Today we are getting our eggs ready and candling them before we do the lockdown. Now, when we candle the eggs, what we're looking for inside is a really dark area where the chick is growing, and then under that a smaller area that we might see a little bit of yellow. That's the yolk that's still there for the egg, and then an empty space that's called an air cell, which is basically like a little pocket that will help them as they use their beak and they start to break out of the egg. It's called, the first time that they crack into the egg, it's called a pip. And when I candle the eggs, what I really want to look for is I want to look for that air cell and mark with my pencil where it is, so that as they start cracking at the eggs, then I can make sure that they're cracking through the eggs at the right spot. If they're not close to that little pocket of air called the air cell, then they might have a hard time getting out and I may need to help them. Let's go ahead and look at our computer for a second. Our computer, I wanted to show you that this is kind of a good view of what we can see inside the egg, but we won't be able to see this with our candling, with our flashlights. So the dark part of the egg that we'll see will actually be the little curled up chick inside the egg. There will be a little bit of yolk here, but there's no more egg white. The chick absorbed it for nutrients and food. It starts turning on day 17 to get ready for day 18, when it's gonna be getting ready to start hatching. Remember, it will be day 21 that it hatches. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you a couple of the eggs. I'm gonna close my computer so it's nice and dark, and I'm gonna go ahead and get out this one. So let's go ahead and I'm going to turn the air pocket kind of like this so you can see it. So here, let me see if I can get the flashlight right. Here, what you can see is that this is the dark part where the chick is growing. This part underneath is going to be the air cell. Okay, and what I did with my pencil is, I don't know if you can see that, but what I did is I drew with a pencil, because a pencil won't hurt the egg. I couldn't use a marker or a pen because that actually has ink that could go through. But I went through and I drew a line to help me know where that air pocket is, because it's somewhere near there that I want my chick to start cracking through the egg. And if I see that they pip or start the very first crack like somewhere in the really dark area, then I'll know that they didn't turn around like they needed to, and they might have a really hard time, and I might actually have to like kind of try to help them get out of their egg. Let's look at another one. Let's look at this one right here. Okay, so here is another one. Oh, this one is a great one because it's probably hard for you to see. Oh, I kind of see it move sometimes when I'm turning the egg in there, but I see this really dark part on top. This part right here is going to be the yolk, and then down here is the egg cell. And actually, I kind of see the shadow move around a little bit, which is awesome, but he's still really tiny. It's amazing how much growing he's still going to do in the next 3 days, or she. So I kind of have a 50% chance that I could have girls or boys here. All right, let's go ahead and look at this one. So this one, let me get the flashlight centered here.
This one's, you can't see this one.
Did I get the dark one?
It's just, maybe if you get the white one.
Okay. Oh, there we go. It just kind of takes.
You can't see it on camera.
Okay, I can't see it on camera.
We'll pick a different one.
Okay, I just did that one, right?
This one was with. This one has a different.
This one had the air pocket go up higher. So I did draw this air pocket. So look at this. I'm a little bit worried about it, to be honest, but we'll have to see. The dark spot is up here. The air pocket is down here. And the air pocket looks really big right there. It comes up too high. But then at the rest of the egg, it actually looks really good. Like it came down low. But
Yeah.
I'm a little bit like, I'm not sure what's happening with that egg. All right. So that is it. That's candling our eggs. I'll show you what the incubator looks like when we put it inside. Mabel, why don't you show them the incubator now? What I did is I already took out the egg turner that was like slippery and turned the eggs around. And I'm going to replace it with this bumpy cardboard liner that the chicks will be able to walk on. And then I'm going to make sure, another thing is they need moist air that's not super dried out when they first come out. So I will fill this all the way up with water, fill that up with water, and then I'm going to put the guard on it so that as the chicks start walking around, they don't fall into the water. And so I'm getting ready to lock down these little eggs and hope that we have some healthy chicks come out of the eggs. And if we don't have healthy chicks come out of the eggs, that's fine. It just means that they weren't meant to hatch. But if we do, then it will be pretty fun to see what they look like after we've been looking at their eggs. All right, you guys, I'll make another video tomorrow.